Welcome back to part 3 of our Total War Pharaoh campaign. In today's episode, we have ourselves an ancient legacy to select, and after a brief poll there on the community tab, you all have really shown off your bloodthirstiness, and we have chosen Thutmose the Conqueror. We could have been traders, we could have been a religious fanatic, or we could have been a great builder, but instead we shall burn everyone's cities down and take them for our own. So we shall read more about Thutmose the Conqueror, and we'll do a quick overview. So we have to prepare to conquer a pillar of civilization. We choose any one on the map, and then we can gain native support from the locals. Use sabotage or a bit of both. We will be able to then pay for an action against the city once per turn. Native support is going to leave the city happier after you take it, and then sabotage is going to let you take resources from the city once you do conquer it. You can either choose to sabotage the city or conquer, or I guess gain native support through different actions each turn. If you use all actions, you will unlock a culmination against the city. Use your built-up advantages and overwhelming odds to take it, then pick a new city to do it again. Bring the enemies of Egypt low. Looks like the Canaanites are suffering Thutmose's fury this time. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and select this legacy, and you all have chosen. So I'm going to go ahead and actually mark this one off of our ancient legacies for our future campaigns for Egypt. So that way we will have a nice bit of variance in all of the different campaign modifiers that we can actually hit into our campaigns here. How many times we can say the word? Let's do it. We need to select a target first. It's going to be the creepy... Oh, these are the crowns of Egypt. Our target... These are all the pillars of civilization then. There's not... I mean, there's a lot of them. There's not actually as many as you would expect. Alright. Should be easy for us to bring these down or bring them into Egypt. I think we're just going to be a conqueror where we claim everything rather than just destroy it and take their goodies. So we will first start off with, this is Kawa. Kawa, happiness 100. Garrison strength, who knows? We're going to go ahead and select this. Ancient legacy of Thutmose III is one of conquest. He's actually the son of Hatshepsut. We are going to go ahead and initiate the conquest for 100 gold. We, as Amenmesse, should be making a ton of this. Confirm. So the conquest has been initiated. Does that mean we're at war with them? No, it actually doesn't seem to cause any problems, other than we are secretly now attacking their cities, so we have to select our first option. It's gonna be another 100 gold, is it? Okay, we can send in a spy as an emissary. Is the purple just kind of a both? It's not telling me. Conquest action 1. So I think the red is your sabotage, blue is the native support, and then purple is just kind of a bit of both. Send in a spy gives us 1,000 food, costs 100 gold, drops the happiness of the province, and it reveals the region. Or we can have a gift to the local warlord to receive some Nubian... Looks like Nubian recruits and bowmen. Or we can make sure we attack the water supply and reduce their siege holdout time, and that's probably fantastic. Extra reinforcements is good too, but let's go ahead and actually... So what do these different tiers do then? Tier 1, we get more replenishment rate once the city is captured. Rewards are obtained once the city is captured. So you get the reinforcements after you capture the city? Now, does that make sense? Guess we'll find out along the way. I think we are going to start off by... It's actually a really tough call. Let's attack the water supply, that way we can make the siege last a little bit shorter. We can start building up attrition on the troops that much faster. And once we do initiate battle, they'll build up fatigue a little bit faster. It's gonna cost another 100 gold, but we're making plenty of that, so next turn we'll have ourselves a secondary conquest action. Conquest alignment between sabotage and native support. We're probably gonna go mostly towards native support because we get extra troops. Looks like probably in the actual battle. It says obtained... Oh, okay, so you get the happiness once the city's captured, and you get those reinforcements in battle. That makes sense. Yeah, we definitely want extra troops in the fight. So sabotage is giving us some really goodies. We'll leave that one to its own devices. So we're going to do some replenishing here in Musha. And we are going to have Nebe here grab some more recruits and rush on over to attempt to defend Res. He is going to take probably a bit of attrition moving across the deserts here.
Power and pride.
But if we can move fast, we can both defend Res. If this guy tries to attack, it should be an easy defense. Chase him off and go either after Tua or the other city that's right across here, Shema. And we'll have Amenmesse go and take Teneb to grab that sweet, sweet stone. Got a bit more constructions we can get to, and we have a commandment once more here in Kerma. And we are going to go ahead and slot in the Kushite favoritism. There's no gold mines here, so making sure our influence is maximized, we'll just make sure we get all the resources possible out of the area. In fact, we've got happiness in such a state here that I'm thinking we switch over to Kushite favoritism, even though we're going to lose a bit of gold. Our influence is not all that nice, and we're losing 25% of gold, so I will trade 10% or 25%. Punishment and workforce growth back home, or just more wood income. I'm actually thinking we should probably just maximize the amount of gold we're making. Could we throw in the labor camp? It drops our influence in this province by 1, but we're fixing that up. That'll give us 55 more gold as opposed to... It's about the same, isn't it? Let's go for the one then that's not going to hurt our happiness. That's fine. Not quite the same, but let's go for the one that just doesn't injure our influence for now.
On my terms.
A little bit more stone for an outpost, and if we're going to go for any of them, it'll likely just be the ones for Isis. That way we can move around a bit easier and actually keep happiness well in line. So yeah, back here at Rameses, let's go ahead and throw in the religious outpost of the Shrine of Isis. 5 extra workforce growth, 5 extra happiness, and then 50 more favor for Isis. Every time I say that, I realize there's a group that shares the same name. 60 gold. I am not talking about them. And we'll also go ahead. If we have the stone, can I grab the economic outpost? I definitely will right away. The answer is no.
Amenmesse, golden horn.
Such is the way. Oh, wait, we lost our devotion slot? Oh, that must have been what would happen. It was we lost our devotion slot, but now that we've rebuilt the shrine to Isis here in Musha, now we can devote
justice.
Good old Amenmesse back, if that's what we would like to do. Devotion is extra influence, melee defense, and morale. Yeah, I think it's a good call. And I guess if we wish to switch him on over, we can pretty easily just lose that devotion. Amenmesse, devoted of Lady Isis.
Grant me your blessings.
Sweet. We should be able to push on pretty quickly up to Teneb. We'll want probably one more turn of replenishment. We'll sit here in camp stance, and then we'll press on aggressively towards the main provincial settlement there. Beautiful stuff. And the turn. Jari is going to get up there and raid. Ambition fulfilled. Now we get 1,000 more bronze. That is perfect. And court intrigue has kicked our way. Amid a chamber of silver-tongued snakes, he whose tongue waggles most lucratively leans in, no doubt with persuasive intent. We allow him to approach only as far as to ensure you're the only one privy to his whispers. We can trade our court action this turn for 50 gold. And actually, I think I will.
Glory beckons.
Glory beckons. Let's move on. Shema then, right? He's still attritioning down to nothing out here in the desert. I'm not sure what his overall plan is. He could still choose to attack our trading post though, so I take back what I previously said. We'll just move on.
Let's get going.
Make sure we don't lose our settlement building there. So instead of staying and recruiting more, we'll just go into March and make it into rest.
I'll prove myself worthy.
I believe you, my friend. We definitely need one more turn of replenishment. So let's go as far as we can. Even if it's into unfriendly territory. We can start off the next turn by attacking this little outpost here.
Ready the camp.
Oh, we're not getting nearly as much replenishment as I would have expected, which probably makes a lot more sense. So in that case,
Stand easy.
I am just going to come on back over to Musha, even though it makes me a bit sad to say so. It's a lot more replenishment, even though we're not in the proper stance. So in that case, do we go into
Prepare
March at
to
least
move.
to move along our ambitious? I think we should at least try. We're not losing any
Viceroy of Kush.
of our overall replenishment, just not. We could have probably gotten more by encamping. Healing Hall in Kerma, which we could maybe speed along if we had the extra gold. I have unlocked a new Devoted General slot. It's been filled by Amenmesse. As far as happiness goes, we are quickly speeding on along towards the maximum. It's going to be a little bit till we actually get there, so we'll go for, yeah, the Healing Hall. Sounds good. How much gold would it be to speed this along? 308. It would give us how much more replenishment? 5% as opposed to 3%. You know. It's worth it, but we're not going to speed anything along.
My time is now.
Our next Conqueror ability here, so our action 2 is going to be a gift to the local warlord, a summit with the local elders. Cost of the next action against target settlement minus 50%. Ooh, that sounds great. Fatigue buildup for own armies minus 10%, morale minus 20. For own armies. Hang on now. Is that for my armies? I don't want minus 20 morale, that sounds terrible. Go ahead and have a summit with the local elders, and we'll get a bit of a discount to next turn's action. And now we've got the first tier of native support, giving us 2 extra Kushite spearmen in the final fight. Perfect stuff. Can we just teleport to this final battle? Is that how this works? Holman Nation. It's down here. We're not even at war with them yet. We need to hurry ourselves along.
Amenmesse.
Alright, sweet. So that is about all we can get to for this turn. We could do a bit of haggling with our gold a bit. So let's see if anyone has any extra stone. Who is not using their stone? Buhin.
Battle is my calling.
Perfect. We're going to do a bit of negotiating
You'd
then.
best not be here to take from Nubia as you have from Kush.
Silent, sweet child. I would just like to take all of your stone. Make it work. 20 gold? Easy.
Yes, at once.
Easy trade. I'm out of here.
We bow no more.
Dungal, who bows no
Do
more, but
not
he
test
still
my
brings us
patience.
crates full of stone. He's asked for 500. He is going to offer us 300, so we will come on in here and ask for 150. And then make it work. 24 gold, sold. Bring in the crates of stone, lads. We need it all.
I fight for my brothers. I will have your gold. One way or the other.
Okay, so here's the way we're going to go. You send me almost all of your stone. For about negative 12, it's pretty easy to make it work with 74 bronze, even
I
better.
suppose.
You suppose. See you later, brother. We need to find more stone. Balzaret,
Wisdom, you have a proposition? Then please, share it with me.
empty your stone quarries. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Let's go for 350. So negative 11. What are you gonna go? What do you need? 156 bronze? That is easy trade.
I knew we would agree.
Me too. Who else has some stone for Amenmesse?
I will. How could I not admire such resplendence?
Dude, I agree. Resplendent. How much stone do you have? Oh wow, you are loaded, sir. All right, so we'll go for 500. What do you want for 500 of it? Dude, simple. What about 750? Just a bit of wood? Yeah, absolutely.
We will achieve great things.
I mean, I will achieve great things, and you're gonna watch. Now we've got a heap of stone at our disposal. So before I throw it in a bunch of outposts like an absolute fool, let's see what our... Oh, yes. Kerma can't be upgraded yet because we don't have the workforce. Yeah, let's go for the Native Recruitment Office. This will give us Kushite Spearmen. Let's see if it'll... lol. Kushite Spearmen, Nubian Clubmen if trade away for all of our normal custom bronze. That'll be fine. They're a lot better than our normal Nubian recruits. And we'll get ourselves some Nubian Longbowmen too, which will be basically the Nubian Mercenary Longbowmen, but with a wee bit better stats. And now we spend it on the other nonsense. So let's go ahead and throw into Musha. We don't have the workforce, do we? That's what we're missing. Let's get the Egyptian trading post here so we make more bronze. There's no civil war just yet, so we don't have to worry about our overall influence. We will soon. Waset, Shedit, and Sanakat are the ones that are ahead of us right now.
Ruler of
So it
Kush.
shall be. You want 9 turns of 29 wood, and you're going to give us a nice bit of food. That actually does work for me. Thank you, good sir. We need not be enemies with everyone. Utility in the western lowlands. That is nowhere near ourselves. That's up there in Hittite lands.
Rightful heir of Egypt.
Lululiuma's doing well for himself up there. Alright, start knocking out these trading posts. So we are going to...
Change is coming to this
Passive
land.
bonus, reduced upkeep. So even if we attack the enemy ones, let's find out.
Remain vigilant.
Get him.
Taste my golden blade.
Sack it.
Get marching.
Okay, so no. Not quite. He's going to have time to reinforce.
March ahead.
Well, we learned the hard way. 1 turn in replenishment stance, and we'll send you on out.
Battle is my
Do
calling.
some damage over here. Some upkeep reduction.
Spirit
We
and pride.
definitely need it. That's amazing. And now we move on to take down this fort. Why not? Oh, you're in march stance.
Prepare for anything.
Who's here?
Fight or staff.
I'm never going to be able to say this name. Well, he is here with his lovely hat to hold the line. We're going to go ahead and set up some siege ladders, and we will see... Well, can we set up a tower in 1 turn? Hey. We'll grab a ram then, and... Oh, make this difficult. It's 1 man. We'll build the ram, that way we can just smash open the gates and charge on through. We'll build the ladders just in case, and we'll set up the siege.
Face me, cowards.
This lad might come on over to fight us, which would be just perfect. Yeah, let's go for the lumber reserve here in Kerma. Make sure we are getting as much wood as possible. I'm going to do the same thing over here in Rameses. Let's get the wood situation under control. So we can build more things in probably not. Wouldn't mind using some stone on a lookout outpost, though. So we know when the Western Desert tribes are starting to mess around down there. Although, there's no real reason for this right now, is there? We'll cancel it and put in the economic one here. For more gold production, of course. Lovely. Our next conquest action, we've got training up the natives for more 20% more melee attack for all of the reinforcing army. Damage to target outpost plus 80%. I'm not sure what that does. Oh, it stacks the trading post. Gives us 2,000 food, 200 wood, or 200 stone. Those look exactly the same, don't they? We're sending a spy as a deserter. Less happiness, less siege holdout. Well, you know what? I said we were going to go less on the sabotage side, but that's a fair chunk of food and stone, so yoink. This belongs to me now. So now we also have a little bit of research rate, or replenishment rate. Not bad. Wabku currently has the trading post, and the other, I honestly wouldn't mind grabbing a bit of legitimacy just on the back. So 8 extra. That'll be good when it's time to actually start doing some conquest. And then over in Kerma, I'm going to go ahead and build the fort that we can keep one of our main settlements safe. We're going to do the same thing over here at Paramesis. We might throw out the outpost eventually, but for now we'll leave everything solid.
Worldly war.
Business. 3 more pending actions. What do you guys got for me? Fort action.
Be welcome in the court of Meneptah.
Oh, let's do a bit more
of the gods.
intrigue here with the first commander. I'm going to try to grab myself some
The divine court
expensive
needs
units.
more like you.
Divine Court needs more like you. I would agree. Run up to Amenmesse and see how Napata responds.
Peace is a delicate balance. But when brothers turn against each other, virtues are abandoned. And bloodshed is inevitable.
So we see the Hittites have learned what proper neighbors do. War engulfs Hatti. Pretenders emerge, fighting to become the one true legitimate leader. So much internal conflict brewing, an opportune time has come for others to take advantage of. I mean, if we were ready to attack Hatti, we would be in a perfect opportunity to do so. But instead, we are going to go ahead and just choose our ambition. Peace and its discontents, our warriors yearn to taste the glory of battle, so if we win 3 battles, we'll gain 2,000 food and 300 bronze. Holding 12 settlements will give us 1,000 wood, 500 stone, and then winning 2 battles will give us 1,500, and so it's like a half, but a little bit more in terms of food. Interesting. I think expansion is going to be one of our best ones to go for, but that's 4 other settlements as opposed to just winning 3 battles. Let's go for peace and its discontents, but the harder variant to get a bit more bronze.
People resent me, so I kill them.
Who said that? People resent me, so I killed them. Was it you? We're gonna have to break this siege. I'll be back, Jinu. Just shoo. See you in a bit.
Go back for now.
I'm gonna chase this guy off. He sacked our.
March.
No, there's no escape. There's only the void. Although it's gonna be desert land.
I'll kill you.
Maybe we don't take any attrition, so we can just kind of rush on out and take down Jaru. Got a weak army here, bud. You're killing me. Yeah. Give him the chuckle too. Might as well.
We showed them.
You sure did. And Egypt is powerful and merciful because we get extra goodies. But of course.
Be grateful for my mercy. The fire of Nubia.
Extra
Into
merciful,
your
we get
positions.
baskets of goodies for it. We'll go ahead and repair. It cost far more to repair than it was to demolish it. Let's fix it on up. But you can't speed along the repair.
I'll prove myself
Shoot
worthy.
you. Right next to Tua. Prepare to attack once more. He's got 7 troops here now, which is going to be a bit of an issue to break through.
Beware my wrath.
So we can just continue to be aggressive and start raising
Stand
these.
easy.
We do need to take down the lookout post before continuing. So let's move on past the trading post.
Death awaits you.
Destroy the way station here. Raise it. And then we shall move up to go into an ambush stance.
Moving on.
See if we can entice him out of his
Stay
provincial
out of
hideout.
sight.
If not, so be it. We press on. Make sure we are not lacking in bronze, and can we get... Next thing we're going to go for here is the bronze proving hall. For a bit more bronze in this province. this coupled with the bronze worker district sounds great. We also need more stones. We definitely need to go ahead and take down Teneb sooner rather than later.
Glory beckons. Battle is my calling.
Goodness, what do you guys got for me? Expired Bartas with Buhin.
Talk. I have battle plans to review.
Probably a good idea to keep this one going. He doesn't want it. He just wants 2 extra gold. Sure.
Do it with haste.
Make sure Sute doesn't attack me while we're dealing with his friends. Sure, let's let everyone's stone stores replenish, and then we can ask for more here in a moment. I'm sure we can build a few more. I just don't think it's a good call. We let what we've got building finish up, and we'll go from there. So back to Amenmesse. You would like to trade us a fair bit of food every turn, and you want 69 gold? Nice. Well, for your illustrious, glorious offer, we'll go ahead and accept it, because what else can you do? Monuments up, trading posts up, the fort is complete. Same thing with the recruitment office and the bronze foundry, which is awesome.
Golden Prince.
Now we push forward to destroy this lookout post. He's just gonna sit inside Teneb and recruit more troops. No real reason not to.
Do not be fooled by my smile.
Judge me by my size, you will not
Ever wise.
go into an ambush. Can we do so a little
Stand
ways away?
easy.
Like on the other side of this dune here?
Press on.
Oh buddy, you're in for
Lie
the
in
worst
wait.
time. If you come out of the settlement, that is. We're gonna have to just move on them, whether or not they get
Mighty
reinforcements. They were able to recruit up very quickly. Upkeep production is really what we need right now.
Next time,
Can we take
I
down the
will
settlement?
find
I don't think so. It's got 10 garrison. We're only 7 strong here.
death
Let's
to
move
my
on this
enemies.
fort and bring it down. Come on there, Bubble.
Stay alert, brothers. That gate won't hold forever.
We're back.
Keep them trapped. Fancy meeting you here.
Fancy meeting you here. Don't have any extra recruitment options, so it's either you recruit here with this lad, or you recruit over here to come over and attack us,
Glorious
which I think we can
bloodshed.
handle. We may be proven wrong. I'm pretty sure we can handle it. Our next utmost action. Hire an infamous warlord. That definitely seems fairly infamous. Hire a native champion. Deploy ambushers. Replenishment disabled, and then a minus 20 morale. Yeah, that's definitely for our enemies. Minus 20 morale is crazy. This is just a unit of renowned Kushite archers, or renowned Kushite archers as well as a clubman. Plus 250, we've got a lot of gold laying around, so let's go ahead and get an infamous warlord added to our side, as well as a lot more troops.
To war.
Awesome.
Endless.
Are we able to recruit any Kushites through
Make your
special
name
means?
or
Oh, we
die.
absolutely can. That is the way. Okay, we definitely need to then. 1 set of spears. 2 archers. Now he's
Line
really
up.
good to go.
Let me see.
Line up, let me see. We're not going to do any upgrading at rest. That settlement is just there to be there. Normal troops. I think it best to just go for the Proving Hall. Sweet. Shadoof Farm going in is fantastic, but we definitely need more. In terms of keeping our troops fed. Struggling a bit. Can we use any of our gold to grab some more stone?
Son of
Let's
the
see how
sun.
much someone like Tazred has.
Working together, we can expand our horizons.
Okay, she's lost a fair bit. Let's ask for 300 of it. Not bad, not bad.
I see you've thought this through.
I'm just here to steal all your stone, if that's what you're
In the name of
insinuating.
say what is on your mind, and I
Empty
will
oak
consider
quarries. 250 sounds good. Make it work. 32 gold.
it. All right.
There we are. So really, we're just importing all of our gold, or all of our stone.
I have no doubt we will reach an agreement.
You think so? How much stone do you have? Really, for all of your stone, you want just 33 gold?
How delightful.
How delightful. Alright, then I guess we gotta bounce around and put in some more outposts. But, New Abu. We can't put in a monument. Why? This province already has the maximum number of monuments. Ah. So 1 monument per province is all you get. Place them wisely. Okay, well then it's probably the best call to just go for the lookout post. Make sure they've got some more troops in just in case. Yes, yes. Then we'll save our stone for the upgrade of Kerma, which I think needs it more than anything else really here. Swing on back over to Amenmesse once more. See if we get ourselves a battle. Nope, and it looks like they are going to move on over to face us. He has himself several Nubian recruits, and then DJ here is going to come on out to face us. What kind of terrain do we have? The old Minecraft fortress. I see. Let's take it to him. Alright. Operation Eliminate Their Bowmen is a go. Also, the reinforcements come in from behind. So you know what? Oh, because here's the fort. So he's hiding over here instead of inside the fort? Intriguing. Well, we'll go ahead and wait for him then. Spearmen. And then swords to flank. Clubs to flank on the other side. That should be more than enough to deal with this this lord. Strike Force Alpha. Have you guys go in guard mode so you don't move forward.
Fighters of Nubia,
Regular fighters.
we will succeed.
You're ready. We can aggressively push up to this hill. We can fight down towards them.
To glory.
Great. Let's go ahead and have our archers. They are more heavily armored. I'm gonna have them on this side. Then the Nubian bowmen can kind of have the position behind the normal Nubian recruits.
Anything for victory.
Anything for victory. Get it going. Okay, no, so they're gonna actually be able to take the high ground, so we're gonna fall back and make them lose that high ground positioning then. Here's go get them. Are they gonna just corner up? That would be very smart.
Cut to them. Amun guides.
Wait until they're fully engaged with our spearmen. Put a spear wall.
On my way.
Look at them charge.
We will triumph.
Smash into our spear wall, completely braced and ready for them.
They are suffering.
Oh yeah, they are.
Victory or death.
You guys get on towards. Keep falling back. We want them to attack our infantry formation.
Die.
We're honestly likely going to suffer a little bit here.
Never falter.
Loose arrows.
Put them in arrows. You guys gonna have to move quickly. Break their spear wall and then get on involved in the melee.
The might of Nubia.
Meet your end.
You guys fire here, and we're actually gonna bring the general away. That rapid fire, shoot as quickly as you can.
Archers, shoot. Slay them.
Tear them apart.
Retreat, retreat.
You won't be so smart when death takes you.
Move quickly, otherwise you're gonna be in for a really bad time.
Victory! Onwards!
Figure those Kushite archers could actually outrun them, no problem, but I was wrong. Ready to duel with the Nubian recruits there.
Marching!
You guys go ahead and break away and go after this group.
To victory!
I hope you're ready to die. You've just made a
Be
great
annihilating the Lord.
On the move! Fighters of
You're gonna be
Nubia!
tired, but you're gonna have some reinforcements, so it should be just fine. I'm gonna for some slow-mo battles, because we've got a lot going on. Such a small tier battle for the most part. Land-based drum on one another's shields and foreheads. What shall be ours? I was incorrect. They were able to recruit up, I think, 2 troops on both, which is fairly terrifying.
For glory!
One's good and tired.
Los arrows!
Luckily, you have a bit of armor, so that's what I was hoping was going to save you. These guys are going to get absolutely shredded.
die. I've killed men far greater
Have
than
you
you.
go ahead and withdraw. That'd be
should have never
fantastic.
opened your
Pull out of the fight. Hopefully, he decides to go after someone else.
Aim for their hearts!
Keep firing into their backs. Making some nice angled fire on this group, so those arrows should be hitting. And even the ones that miss should be hitting, lads. Further in on the line. Yeah, that's perfect.
To battle!
You guys got this.
Archers, shoot!
Those archers are done. Go ahead and focus fire. I asked you guys to flee. Fortunately, our newly recruited Kushite archers are no more.
You won't be so smart when death takes you.
Make sure none of those guys retreat.
We have broken their spirits! Release!
Poor Kushite archers got annihilated.
Fighters
We're
of
about to lose the
Nubia.
middle line as well.
Into position!
Bring the archers up and around.
Go, please!
He is losing some troops as he moves through. Looks like they've lost a bit of their armor from the fray.
Marching!
Go ahead and set up. Try to recuperate a little bit of your vigor.
Cut through
Come
them.
on, lads.
Aim for their hearts!
So many fallen on both sides here. Now ours are done. Hopefully the troops that have been allowed to sit for a moment and rest will be good. And
It cannot be.
no, that's the end. Perfect.
Help me, brother.
Now we get to do a bit of target practice.
Destined for victory! Run, brothers, run! God save us! Fight with honor!
Awesome. Well, we will run down as many of these cowardly Nubian captives, and I'll catch you all in a moment.
Denies us. The might!
Yeah. I was wrong. My was ill-timed. But we still won all the same. We gained 600 food, 15 bronze, a bit of legitimacy from the battle, and then a fair bit of experience. We are going to take the replenishment.
I'm always learning.
And we shall raise the outpost at Tua. Some more idle compensation. 50 gold to trade my court action. Not this time. We have set things out for
I
long
will
enough.
take what is owed to me, by any means.
Okay, so the settlement of Teneb is defended by a bunch of normals.
Next time, I will find you.
I think we move and we surround the city. Because he's not going to come on out. He knows we're here. Only a fool would venture out to the desert now.
Their walls will not save them.
There are a fair few lads here. We are well and truly outnumbered. What we have that they do not is, I guess, the armor. That's about it. This is going to be a dangerous battle. I don't know if we can win. We're very outnumbered. Our archers could pretty easily thin the herd. No, yeah, I think we've got this one. Let's go ahead and hold the line. We're going to wrap the siege towers around. We'll even do a bit of wall sapping and go for a battering ram. And then we are going to go ahead and continue the siege.
They can starve a while longer.
If he was to come on out and face us on the field directly, I think then we can pretty easily take them out just with quality.
People resent me, so I kill them.
Amenmesse, I see. People resent me, so I kill them. How much do we need to upgrade the Vizier's residence? 4 idle workforce. So we're working along towards 4. 1 extra 1 in 1 turn. Let's see. Let's get our stone settlement. 6 stone up then to the Overseer's office. Stone is very important. We're down to 1,600 left in, or 16,000 left in the Kerma province, so still got a fair bit of stone left to mine. Some stuff. We are back in the positive on all of our resources, which is exactly what we're looking for, because especially one of the things I don't think it does a good job of showing you early on is, let's pull the faction summary. You actually start off, even on very hard, with a little bit of bundles of extra bonus experience or bonus resources off the start. So we get Law and Order, or Law and Industry, which we have 1 turn left, so we have 2% more replenishment. We obviously are a rising strategic threat. We've got the Opulence for being Kushite, but the People's Support giving us 350 more food for 14 turns. We'll have to definitely get our food sorted because that is going to run out eventually. Inner Circle Support with 350 more food and then 50 wood for 4 more turns. So again, we really need to sort our food income out. And then that's just the Ruler of the South. That's kind of how it is with each faction. They have their own initial starting resource bundles that are going to just really change how you're trying to expand in the early game, because you need to grab the resources that you're going to actually run out of very early on, or I guess later on in. Let's come on down to Remesis. And we lose a bit of influence, but we grab workforce growth and production for all of the gold. Which sounds great. For a rest, I think we continue to do nothing. It's far too dangerous. We could take it up to a tier 2 mustering hall. Grab a bit of recruitment here. Gives us what? The Kushite Archer Militia, which are very, very meh.
Warrior of
We
Nubia.
don't have a ton of good options. We're going to sit back in friendly territory, do a bit of replenishing.
Set up
He
camp.
wants to come on over and face us
Line
directly.
up.
I'm happy
Let
to
me
do
see.
so.
Are
Grab a
you
couple
strong
more
enough?
brawlers.
I won't
Perfect.
hold back.
Our next Conqueror action. Deploying local healers for more speed. Sending a spy, giving us 1,000 food, and revealing the area. Less morale, less happiness for some scare tactics. Let's just go for speed and fatigue build up for the reinforcing army. 250 gold, and now almost up to next year, giving us 2 Kushite Spearmen and 2 of those. Those are mercenary bowmen, so it'll be a fair bit of range.
Without mercy.
Hopefully we'll be able to actually move on down and to reinforce that area. As we'll see. Any outposts we can build on in down here in Paramesis that'll be useful. I actually think Isis for now. And hop. Build it right away. We can take advantage of the workforce growth and happiness immediately. 400 of 600 of our favor towards Isis. Right along. Other stuff built up here. I think we will not. Nope. Save our stone. Alright, and yeah, they're going to go ahead and come on out to face us on the field. It's not going to be an easy battle by any stretch. We are Isis's army 1, giving us 6% more melee defense, so we are rolling at what? For our normal newbie recruits have 28 as opposed to 27. They got 1 additional defense. Nice choke point, we can force them through. They can go around, see what the actual terrain looks like, and try to keep Amenmesse alive. Glory through battle, Amenmesse. Let's get to it. Okay, so yeah, interesting.
We are the might of
This was just kind of
Nubia.
a major dip. That's what it was showing. Best thing for us to do is to try to pull back to this high ground here. Since they attacked us, they will be marching into bad situations. So let's go ahead and set up. We want Kushite spearmen. Oh, we can literally just set up here. That is... I thought we were gonna have to move around. This is fantastic. Our slings.
Line up, man.
Bowman here too. Anyone who can actually take advantage of that maximum range.
Get it done.
Get it done.
Anything for victory.
Slings for dealing with the enemy
I
archers.
will not speak ill of those about to die. Fight with honor.
You just spearmen in the back and in the front.
Make it happen.
And then just have 2 clubmen behind ready to kind of make
Anything
their
for victory.
mark wherever needed.
Ready to fire.
Armored bowmen. We're going to have this group move forward.
Yes, to glory. Yes, to glory.
No real forests to hide these guys in, but if they decide to flank around, we will then move them to intercept ourselves. Okay, so who all is not deployed?
We will stun them to death.
Love to hear it. We will stone them to death. They're reinforced here.
Yes, to glory.
If we can have the runners hiding behind, that would also be great. Not a lot of hiding spots back here for us. If there was more trees, not likely in the desert.
Anything for
We
victory.
can do some sneaky maneuvers on around, but
Victory is certain.
for now we just have to use the hill as the hiding spot.
Vengeance and victory.
Amenmesse. And we get this dire battle started. Infantry all together.
Fighters of Nubia. For
Javelin
glory.
troops. Ranged boys in guard mode.
Fear us.
Let's do it.
To battle.
Push forward right away, seeing if we can get them to come on around.
Never falter. Get it done. It is decided.
They're gonna try to
Make it
reinforce into the city, or how is the enemy going to deploy here? I'm thinking this is not part of the battlefield at all, so
They must have lost their slings.
Fighters of Nubia.
we'll see, won't we?
Onwards.
Come some archers.
Anything for victory.
One, get into position quickly.
Marching.
Don't quite know where the enemy is.
Fighters of Nubia.
There they are.
We will succeed. Power and pride. Onwards.
Perfect.
They would attack their own people.
They would attack their own people. Isn't that what we're doing? Keep you guys
Ready to
off of
fight.
fire at will. I want them
Await orders.
taking down very specific targets, i.e. the enemy's archers.
The
Speedy
might of
flanking
Nubia.
force should be
Pushing on.
more than enough. We'll bring
Into
these
position.
javelins over, and then one of the runners as well. Come on over and get in
On the
position.
move. Marching.
Here come all the clubmen of Nubia.
Can keep their corpses.
You guys come around.
With honor. We will stop at nothing. Power and pride. On the move.
Yeah, this is about to get real spicy.
On the move. Release.
Annihilating those bowmen.
Swing your slings. Aim and release.
Your wall now. Send you guys out across the farms.
Pushing on. Into position. Onwards.
What an awesome battleground this is. You guys go ahead and switch to fire. See if we can scare them out of there the old-fashioned way.
We will triumph.
Spear wall, go.
Amenmesse. Taking what's mine.
And have the javelins go into ambush.
We will triumph.
You fire on the enemy lord. That is really going to be their main target. The flames are working very well.
To victory.
And in the runners to deal with these Nubian recruits here. All stacking up.
Into position.
Just perfect.
The might of Nubia.
Those javelins into position.
Stones ready. Hailstorm.
Start decimating that line. We'll send you guys all the way
On
around.
the move. Release.
The Montour has to go down.
Shoot. It is decided.
Amenmesse, get up top here.
With me.
They're focus firing Amenmesse while we focus fire their general.
I can hear them screaming.
Crashed into the rear. We're gonna need to retreat away pretty quickly. Let's just start chucking these javelins into the middle of these
Launch
recruits.
spears.
Fight hard.
Break them.
Fight hard. Power and pride. Kushite
Guys.
slings.
Kushite slings, Kushite
Aim
archers,
true.
deal with them.
To battle.
Do you fear death? I wonder. It's amusing that you think that would bother me.
We'll fire this group down. You guys go ahead and lend your
Enemy
support here. Javelins keep
Marching.
running.
Cut through them.
Fire slings up
Kushite
in this
slings.
group.
Fight with honor.
We're gonna have the
Fighters of Nubia.
runners of Nubia come on
Onwards.
away.
Into
I
position.
hope you've made arrangements for your tomb. I thought we were here
Spearmen
to
are
fight,
really
not
losing
talk.
some troops. Come on,
Power
lads.
and pride.
Chop them to bits.
Slings up. Aim and shoot.
So many of them are on
Never
fire.
falter.
Get more
The
flaming
fire
shot
will
in
spread
here.
today.
Pull back a bit. We've lost a
Marching.
fair few of our Nubian mercenary bowmen.
Pushing on. The might of Nubia. Pushing
Spear
on.
runners are destroying those bows. Come on over and deal with their lord now.
You challenge me. I think you're overcompensating, Amenmesse.
I think you're overcompensating. Well, you brought all these men with you. Now you got to pull back as well. We're
On the
losing
move.
it. We should not have kept them in range.
Nubian marksmen.
That's how we lose all of our
Aim
troops.
for the hearts. For glory.
Spearmen runners are having a lot of trouble
Never
here.
falter. On the move.
I think we need to leave them. Leave them as is. Go ahead and ambush and pull away.
Pushing on.
And you guys just go through and go after the archers.
Fight as one.
There we are.
Ready to fire.
And we're fire slings. Either of you just go after this group.
Do you court death so freely?
Now we roll this whole line. You guys get around behind.
Fight with
Do some
honor.
archer dueling.
Aim true.
Us deal with the enemy arc.
For glory.
That's all they've got left to do damage to us.
Throw.
Our enemy awaits.
The Duat awaits. Oh, we have lost so many spears here. They have performed so admirably holding the line.
To victory.
Bring these spear runners away if we can.
Onwards.
Those javelins do some damage.
Mighty javelins, away!
Watch the fire, everyone.
Fighters of Nubia. Archers fire.
Everyone that is left.
Battle.
Amenmesse!
Give them the old shop, Amenmesse.
Never falter. Fighters of Nubia.
3 versus 1 should be a pretty easy fight.
Fighters one. Into
You
position.
guys back. Chuck those javelins in on the Kushite spear recruits.
Aim and release!
Fighters of Nubia. Never falter.
You guys go up the archers. These
We will
two
stop at
lend your
nothing.
weight here. This is getting dangerous on this other side here for sure.
Pushing on. Bring them
I'll
down.
roll this group down the line.
Fight hard!
Archers are almost all gone.
Power and pride.
Really scorching this section of the forest
Pushing
as
on.
well.
Into position. Die. Javelins launch. Stones ready.
Keep dealing with these archers.
We will triumph.
I'll have you guys go after the Nubian recruits there in the
Together,
center line.
brothers. Get out of there.
Right, runners fleeing. You hate to see it. We have firm control of the hill.
Fear us.
Are we running out of
On the
arrows?
move. Marching.
That's not what I want to see at all. You guys go after these Kushite archers, or are you out of arrows completely? They appear to be out of arrows.
Pushing on.
That is
The
not
might
good.
of Nubia.
Okay, well, it's time to start bringing our infantry around.
To battle.
It looks like a lot of the guys that are still fighting are
Engage them up close. Cut
starting to
them.
turn and run.
Onwards. Yes. to
Break
blow.
them.
To victory. I am so tired.
I am so
Fight with honor.
tired.
Die. To victory.
Need everyone to
Into
come on
position.
around. You as well, Amenmesse. Move on around. We're gonna need the support. Our Nubian hunters are getting smacked.
Onwards. We will triumph. We cannot fight forever.
That I
On the
know.
move. And
The
hold
enemy
protect us.
turns and flees. Perfect. Now we need to desperately
Never
run down as
falter.
many of these guys as we can.
To battle.
Real sad we aren't rolling with chariots yet, but that's gonna be our
No,
really one of
please.
our first priorities.
Together, brothers!
Secure those chariots.
The might
Alright, well I'm
of
gonna
Nubia.
do a bit of roundup.
No.
I'll catch you in a moment.
Cannot be!
Fight with honor.
Yeah. Outnumbered by nearly 1,000 men, and it doesn't matter. We lost still a fair few in the fighting, so hopefully you can let me replenish by a lot. 10% works for me. Lose anyone, please say no. Looks like all of our lads made it through, even if just barely. Sally failed, and it is now Shamsu Horde. Cycle turns ever onward. I don't think anything new is going to happen until we start getting some more worldly events, but our ambition has been fulfilled. Peace and its discontents, win 3 battles for 2,000 food and 300 bronze. We are forcing our food production along the hard way.
Taste my golden blade.
Can we now claim Teneb without losing any troops? Who's one of our Kushite runners? Well, that's not going to work for me. We continue the siege.
They can starve a while longer.
They can. They can indeed.
Warrior of
Give you a
Nubia.
bit more experience. Upkeep production for now, and we can actually give him the Bite of Wajet. Shoot while moving for all of our missile infantry. Alright. I think we're going to try to gain as many of the Overseers of Gold as we can, which is going to require a nice kind of balance between the three. These others are fair enough, so the Friend of Commoners is a nice bit of upkeep production. Recruitment cost is what it is, but that upkeep production is what you really want. It doesn't seem as useful as 8 extra influence, 200 gold, and then 20% extra gold in this province. I guess it'll definitely depend on what we really want the army to be up to and all about. So for now, we'll make use of the extra shoot while moving. Get any more goodies besides the shields? Been really starving for ancillaries, sadly.
Death
Okay,
to
well.
my enemies.
Death to our enemies. Let's go ahead and get rid of Pahi.
I live for this.
Can't tell you how happy I am to hear it. Smash. Ooh,
It was never in doubt.
styled on. Never in doubt, we'll go ahead and take the food from Pahi here.
You are prisoners no longer. The
Serve
fire
Egypt now.
of Nubia.
Wait, did he
Let's
sack
get
this
going.
again? The absolute dastardness. Alright, well I gotta rebuild that once more.
Courage is everything.
Stealing all of my stone. Let's go for a bit more upkeep production. And then we'll recruit him in just a
Spirit
few
and
more
pride.
of the typical
I
Nubian
need more
recruits.
blades.
We will overwhelm them with clubs. And they're fairly cheap too. Alright, perfect.
Shamsuhor begins. Let us see which way the wind blows.
There's plots going, is there? As an initiator, how many plots have I initiated? Discredit. He is trying to discredit. Oh, I see. He is initiating plots against someone, and the red means they're the target of a plot. He is plotting against the Pharaoh. He is plotting against the treasurer. Is this because we have, I guess, gossiped with them, or is it because this is just what is being targeted? Pharaoh isn't going to make it that much longer anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and make a request of First Commander. He's currently trying to take down the Treasurer. Probably not a good idea. I'm just going to gossip.
I knew I would see eye to eye with a fellow
My
Egyptian.
friend, I would love some elite warriors, but I'm not willing to pay you 200 gold for it yet. It is time, however, to add in a secondary god here. I think this is going to be something we're going to add to a poll as well. Although if you all choose incorrectly, I'm going to choose Anubis anyway, so I'll leave that to you. Anubis, Horus, or Amun. And the wrong choice will be completely thrown out. I'm thinking Anubis is going to be the one we go for. Extra missile range for all of our Nubites, which also can make them Anubites. And then we've got more morale on recruitment for chariots, extra workforce growth, less morale for all enemy armies when you pray to Anubis, and then you get a nice hefty chunk of fatigue buildup. So without putting this to poll, I'm going to go ahead and add Anubis in it now. You can start now constructing shrines and temples dedicated to Anubis. Build shrines to this god to receive their bonuses and gain favor.
Let us begin this divine
Anubis haunts
pact.
the edges of the night. His eyes flash at the edge of our vision. No one makes him the hero of any stories about gods, lest he takes a special interest in them. He knows. And as death nears, a jackal from his pack comes to howl at your door, to sniff at your heels. He's the ferryman of death. Has some nice buffs. Sweet business. Well, that's gonna be all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub phone. See you on the next one.